Hey guys, we are live. So this is going to kick off the vocab acquisition series that I wanted to share with you guys. So this is going to be my process for learning jazz vocab. It's stuff that I didn't invent. Of course, I've had mentors and teachers over the years, but I want to share with you how I do things because I think there's a lot of misinformation about how you're supposed to learn how to play jazz and how you're supposed to learn how to make and play original music. So to keep things really simple, this level or this series is going to be completely void of any music theory. You're going to need to be able to identify where something sits inside a song in terms of bar, and you're going to need to be able to count. That is definitely something that you're going to need to be able to do in order to slot these Lego pieces in where they belong inside the music. So with that said, there's going to be 3 basic levels for each video and each piece of vocab. It's going to be, first you're going to have to identify some vocab. Then you're going to need to lift that piece of vocab in the key in which it resides. You're going to need to know over what chords it lays. And then part 2 is going to be using some type of backing track or no backing track or just a metronome, a cappella or whatever, and playing that lick where it lies in the song. You can do that without anything else, just counting along, and when that point in time hits, you play that piece of vocab, just getting used to it being there in time at that spot in the song. So that would be level 1. Level 2 is going to be identifying other places in the song that have that exact same chord structure and laying that piece of vocab there again, over and over. And then the final level of this series is going to be messing around and mixing around with that piece of vocab. Right, what I was saying was this series, for this song, because of where I am, I have tons of vocab. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to pick out the pieces of vocab. I'm going to tell you what song they're from. I'm going to tell you where they are in the song so you can go and find them and lift them yourselves. If you want to check my work, you can. Just want to mention something very important here before I forget. So why are we doing it this way? Every piece of vocab that you're going to lift, that is going to be your work for the day. Now, I'm assuming here that most of you don't have 8 hours a day to play. If you have 8 hours a day to play, this is probably a too small amount of work for you over the course of that day. But fairly confident we can fill a practice session of 2 hours with this exercise. Again, depending on your level, but there's really lots to do here. Definitely for us in the beginner kind of intermediate realm, there's lots we can do here. So we're turning this into a study, into an exercise. We're trying to get it perfect. We're trying to use it to ensure our fingers are on the pearls or our technique is good for whatever our instrument is. We're trying to make sure our intonation is correct, our timing is good. We can play around with different articulations, but there's lots in one piece of vocab. There is a lot. So let's keep it simple, and this can be a full day's work, really can. So I just want to throw that in there before we get started. All right, we are really officially about ready to get into this first piece of vocab here. So I just want to also highlight this recording of Train is chock full, absolutely chock full of vocab. So don't be afraid to go in there and listen to the rest of it. But there are just some absolute golden nuggets in here that really clearly outline the harmony